So I sit here in my home, hope the Lord can come save my soul, 'cause I'm a sinner to my core. Ask forgiveness, nothing more. Darkness surrounds me, I can see all of the demons brought on by me. I'm a sinner to my core. Ask forgiveness, nothing more. 'Cause I'm a sinner to my core. I ask forgiveness, nothing more. Eyes are open, I can see all of the damage brought on by me. I'm a sinner to my core. I ask forgiveness, nothing more. I'm a sinner to my core. I ask forgiveness, nothing more. I say, oh, help me out now. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Basement. I'm Ken Teasdale, and here with my man, my son, my boy Preston. Preston Teasdale and I have been doing this show now, about a month and a half. And we think this is the first full show where all the tech's going to come together, where all the little things that we've been working on are going to come together. Feeling pretty good about starting to invite guests. We want to thank everybody who's here today. I can't see because we don't got the thing on, but I'm sure there's somebody here. Nobody here?
We got one viewer.
We got a viewer.
We got a viewer.
So let's get the show started. Woo! So we got a viewer. Who's the viewer? We don't have a viewer.
We don't have a viewer.
We don't have a viewer. Okay, that's all right. So just want to say good morning to everybody. Hey, thanks for being here, all you groovy cats and kittens. Appreciate you guys coming around. That's groovy cats and kittens, the thing they used to do on the radio.
Yeah, you're old. We get it.
Well, I don't know about Okay, yeah, I'm old. You know, somebody told me the other day we need a ficus right over here, Preston.
What the hell is a ficus?
A ficus. Yeah, it's a tree. It's a tree-looking thing. So we're gonna have to go get a ficus. You know, Kimmy, of the Scartea, of the house Scartea. She mentioned that we could use a little greenery over here. So I think that's something that's coming on. So yeah, hey, we're excited about today's show because finished putting some tech together. All the cameras are working, and we're at a point now where we can start bringing in guests and those type of things, so we don't look too bad. And we appreciate everyone who stuck with us. Want to give a little bit of positive vibe to my man Brad. Who is usually with us almost every single time, but today he is apparently with the dentist, and so want to send a positive vibe to him. And so, yeah, Preston, what's going on in your world, brother?
Well, not a lot, actually. Got,
Got all that, huh?
yeah, pretty much. My main focus is the basement stream. A lot of camera work to be done. I specifically don't like this camera right here. I realize that money is an issue, but this camera, it has to be from like 2003 or something, and the lens has to be from, I don't know, 2006. So I'm just not excited about having a not very good camera for the stream versus our GoPros, our Hero 8s. So, but yeah, I focus a lot on down here and making sure sound is right, making sure the cameras are as best as they can be. Had a lot of fight with some of these GoPros, but I think we're at a point now where everything's set and ready to go. As for my little segment of the show, I've got a couple things I'd like to talk about and discuss with hopefully the chat. If God, I can't do words today. I apologize. I'd like to interact with the chat a little bit today and try to get some feedback on some of my ideas. But
Yeah, you know, I think that's kind of an important thing that we really need to be doing. So, sorry, go ahead.
More on that later in the stream. So stick around for that, and go over here.
Yeah, it's going to be important for us to eventually really put in a position where not only do we have someone sitting here and we're interacting with them, but we really want our viewership to interact with us and tell us things they like, tell us things they want to see, tell us where we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, type of music you want to hear, and that kind of thing. So that's important down the road. Hey, where are we at with the whole you finding music to play and how to play it and stuff like that, Press?
Like I was saying before, we're going to have a little bit of that later during my segment, and I'm a little more prepared for the actual segment itself, not the beforehand. So
yeah. And that's another thing we're working on, is having some good content available for us to be able to carry the show on and keep it interesting and keep it lively and stuff and everything. People keep telling me, don't cross my legs, and I didn't realize I cross my legs as much as I do when I sit down. So anyways, and I realized that we, at this point, we're kind of talking about the same stuff and everything, but you really have to understand that it's the biggest focus for us as of lately, up to this point, is really getting our tech right, making sure that when we do bring people on, we don't have continuous issues, and we don't have camera problems, and we don't have transitioning problems and those type of things, because it would be a little bit embarrassing and a little bit disrespectful to somebody to bring them in and try and showcase them, but we can't even keep our stuff right. So I think we're doing well, and I think we've got that squared away at this point in time. And so that's, in my opinion, I think we're ready to bring on people to do a live situation with a group. What do you think, Preston?
Yeah, I think a test run of that would be definitely something to think about. But I think we're fully prepared to bring some guests on.
Right, right. And we do have some people lined up. My man Jake is working with some people who are interested in it. It's kind of interesting that Preston, I don't know if you know this. I went to the Guitar Center, and then I went to a couple music stores around locally, and they all have billboards, of music teachers and stuff like that, and bands that are, looking for, people. And I got a hold of several people who are like, wow, that'd be great. I'd love to do that. So I don't think we're going to really hurt to bring people in. I think the morning time frame might be a little bit difficult for some people, but we're going to keep it. The whole reason I picked the morning show, Preston, is that I wanted to be able to, like, people, like, get to work at 8, they're doing their thing, and they could almost podcast this and listen to us while they're, drinking a cup of coffee, in the morning thing. And it's something maybe a little bit different than what they're used to hearing, seeing, and those type of things. So I'm pretty excited about the morning hour. And good research says that maybe we should try it in another time frame and see what our viewership is. But I think we're going to stay with the morning show. What do you think of the idea of the morning show, Press?
I don't see why there's any reason why we can't switch around between a morning show, a night show, an afternoon show. As long as we're like putting out there, hey, we're doing this show at this time, be there.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we definitely will experiment with those type of things. So I want to just take a couple of minutes. Had someone on my personal account started asking me a bunch of questions on, about how I got into this. Give me a little bit of background. And I think I've covered this before. I don't know if I went into great detail or not. But a little bit about me would be, I guess, appropriate to help give everyone an understanding of what and why I'm here. So, and what the show is all about. And I think knowing what the show is all about is kind of important. Don't you feel, Press?
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
I said knowing and understanding us is important in order for them to understand the show and what the show is all about.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. We're building a community as we go along. Every individual live streamer has their own following, and that following becomes its own community as the streamer grows and as the community grows. Um, we're at the beginning stages still.
Yeah, you're right. We are definitely at the beginning stages, and this is something we are definitely committed to in the long term in building that community. So, real quick, just want to spend a couple minutes helping everyone understand myself and helping everyone understand that what I am doing, and this helps me kind of keep focus on what the long term is. So, back when I was a kid, I guess 10, 12, 9, 10, 12, maybe, 10, 12-ish, I guess. If the ladies Kelly's listening, was it 9, 10, 12? Was it 12, 13? But anyways, my parents, my dad, Vietnam vet, TAC helicopter pilot. We traveled the world. I was born in Germany. He, mostly in the South, Alabama and Georgia and that type of stuff, where Army aviation. He was a helicopter pilot. That's another whole story. Maybe, it would be kind of cool just to cover my old man's credentials and his career, because he was like kind of an innovator in Army aviation in the helicopter realm, because the attack helicopter was brand new. It was something that they were just starting to bring together, and he was one of the test pilots and stuff. That'd be kind of cool to talk about someday. But he retired in Southern Alabama, started a little church and those type of things, and So had a group of young kids that did the worship service. If you guys don't know what the worship service is singing and worship type thing. And that's where I picked up the guitar and started learning to play. The first thing I did was play the tambourine. I was the tambourinist, and spell that, huh? But then my parents bought me a guitar, and which was I remember that they bought it for Christmas, and I come out and say, "Holy crap, I got my own guitar and stuff." And basically from there, I just kind of taught myself to play. Had friends teach me some chords and stuff and everything. And for as long as I've been playing, I should be a way better guitarist. But I took long years of stepping away from music and stuff and everything. I was in a band as a young dude. We tried to upload this poster of me when I was I had hair and that kind of stuff. And it was back in the 80s, Don Johnson look type thing. Played in bands, traveled the southwestern part of Alaska and southeastern part of Alaska and northwestern part of Washington and Portland and that type of stuff. Playing music in clubs and stuff, and kind of that didn't pan out, so I joined the Army myself. Spent 33 years doing that. It started out in aviation. I was a medic forever and a day. Then I got to recruiting command, and after 33 and a half years, and I played a little bit while I was in the Army. I didn't play much. I hooked up with dudes every now and then. We jammed, and played some sounds, but nothing real too serious because I never had the time. So one thing lead to another. I retired. I'm fully retired now, and just wanted to start a project with you, Preston, and do something where you and me are working together. And I dig the tech thing, you dig the tech thing, and I dig the music thing. And so here's where we're at. All that led up to us right here today, and that's why we want that small community, and that's why we're really excited about doing the show, expressing ourselves. And what I enjoy most is playing with other musicians, getting together and learning something from them, learning a new song, playing something. And that's what I really want to be doing, is getting other people in here and singing and playing with them. So that's the story, Preston. What's your thoughts on all that? How do you feel? How do you feel about working on a project with your old man?
Honestly, this has been the most fun I've had in quite some time. We're doing some backstory, I guess. Back in my high school days, for those 3 years, I was in the theater group. I did. I'm drawing so many blanks today. I must be tired or something. Apparently, I can't be heard either. Let's see. Checking. Hello, check. There we go. Yeah, that should be good. Can you hear me now? I think there's a pretty long chat delay, so hopefully you can hear me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue. In my high school days, I did theater. I was in the tech crew, and I loved it. I lived it. I breathed it. I gave blood, sweat, and tears for the backstage of high school theater. And all the time we'd host some other things outside of the performing arts, such as like band practice or even band performances, and some like beauty pageants, as well as just some other roundabout things. And I was always running those. So after I got out of high school, for about 2 years, I didn't have anything to scratch that itch, and now I'm here doing this with my dad in the basement.
And I tell you, that itch is getting scratched up. This is like a daily thing for us. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And you know, Preston, I just want to let you know, man, just in front of people, I've been real proud of you. You've really stepped up. You've, Jake kind of has taken a back seat to things, and you've stepped up and done the whole thing. And I'm really proud of what we're accomplishing, and I'm really looking forward to doing more things. So, it's a good thing that we have you here, because the show wouldn't be going if you wouldn't here. So again,
I mean, it was kind of my idea.
it was actually your idea. It was not kind of. It was completely your idea, 100%. So me and Prexia, I was jamming, and I don't know. You're taking a picture or something, and you're talking about. He was working on some sound for me, because sound for me was the most important thing, and he said, we should live stream you practicing. And I said, okay, cool. Let's live stream me practicing. So the cool thing about that is that when Preston said, let's do that, I thought to myself, okay, cool. I mean, how do we do it the right way? Because, a lot of people get on, put their phone up there, and next thing you know, it's kind of like not the right way. And I think Preston and I both agreed that if we're going to do this, let's I mean, of course we're amateur, right, Press? Of course we're amateur, but I wanted to make sure that we didn't look too amateurish and that type of thing. So, that's why it came about that we started working on this particular project with the sound. We started from the sound. That was the most important, because eventually we're going to do what we call street corner bus, where we tell everybody, hey, come meet us at the spot right over here. And we'll be doing jams there. And so the sound was important. But then Preston started saying, well, hey, these are the things that we need in the video. And so we said, we looked at a budget and we said, okay, this is the best that we can do with what we got. So we went with these GoPros, and the GoPros seem to be working okay. I'm fairly happy with those. I agree with him. We do need to elevate our camera status as far as our SLR, since we're relying on that so much. But anyways, I see my good friend and camp chiropractic expert, Brittany, is online with us. We give a big shout out to her. Appreciate you being here. She's kind of been, I didn't know this, but she's been watching the show, Press, and not really mentioning it. Well, she doesn't check in and let us know she's here. So I appreciate Brittany being here, and hope she's enjoying the show. So, yeah. Talking to my man Joe this morning. People say I'm no good, crazy as a loon. I get stoned in the morning and I get drunk in the afternoon. Kinda like my old blue tick hound, I like to lay around in the shade. I ain't got no money, but I damn sure got it made. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't get on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, it just leave this long-haired country boy alone. Preacher man talking on the TV, putting down rock and roll. Wants me to send a donation, cause he's worried about my soul. Jesus walked on the water, I know that it's true. Sometimes I think that preacher man like I do a little walking too. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't get on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. Poor girl wants to marry, while a rich girl wants to flirt. Rich man goes to college, while a poor man goes to work. Drunkard wants another drink of wine, and a politician wants a vote. I don't want much of nothing at all, but I will take another toke. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't get on my home. You don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. Rich man goes to college, poor man goes to work. A rich girl wants to marry, or a poor girl wants to marry, but a rich girl wants to flirt. A drunkard wants another drink of wine, and a politician wants a vote. I don't want nothing much in the dog, but I will take another toke. 'Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't get on my home. If you don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. If you don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. If you don't like the way I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. Little Charlie Daniels band coming at you. Joe does this, and then I do some harmony backup stuff, and it's really good. And I like it when Joe Cummings from the Joe Kin Band. You guys can look that up on YouTube. Joe Kin Band. Got some stuff live. It's when we're out camping and stuff like that, so the audio has people laughing in the background, but we kind of like that vibe because it's a lot of fun, and that's what we do. So. Here's another one you can find on there. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around, years around. I said, give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around, years around. Say I don't wanna leave you lonely, you gotta make me change my mind. I don't want no one to love me. Ooh, that might take away my life. Is my life. I don't want no one to love me. That might take away my life. Is my life. Well, I just want someone to hold me. Oh, and rock me through the night. Said this youthful heart can love you, oh, and give you what you need, what you need. Said this youthful heart can love you, oh, and give you what you need, what you need. But I'm too old to go chasing you around, wasting my precious energy. I just want someone to hold me, oh, and rock me through the night. Oh, I just want someone to hold me, oh, and rock me through the night. I say, give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Yes, around. I said, give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Yes, around. Yeah, I don't want to leave you lonely. You gotta help me change my mind. Yeah, my mind. I don't want to leave you lonely. You gotta help me change my mind. Say, I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta help me change my mind. Brad, I said, Brad, I got to get more warmed up and stuff. You know, I'm making little mistakes and everything. He said that's why he enjoys the show. So when Brad listens to that song, he's going to like the heck out of that one, because that one got all kinds of messed up. So anyways, digging where we're coming from, I got the Joe Kim band, you know, jamming and everything, and we changed a few songs around. Since I'm in this particular chord, this E, throw in an E minor. I'm gonna stay with it. Hear the train a-comin', rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on. When I hear that whistle blowing on down the San Antonio. When I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't never play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head down and cry. Well, I bet there's rich folks sitting in fancy dining cars, probably drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming, know I can't be free. When I hear that whistle blowing, that's what tortures me. They freed me from this prison and the railroad train was mine. I'd probably move it farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow them blues away. I said they freed me from this prison and that railroad train was mine. Probably moving farther farther down the line, far from balls in prison. That's where I want to stay. And let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Everybody does this. Woo! Gotta love you some Johnny Cash, huh? I'm working on another Cash tune right now from back in the day. I'm working actually two of them. One of them's kind of recent, like one of the last things he recorded, and then a couple of the old school ones. And I'm going to try and stay away from the real popular ones. He had a lot of other stuff, and then I know it's crazy. I'm working a couple Elvis tunes too, so maybe we'll do a session where I'm just practicing those.
Yeah.
because
Not a bad idea.
that's what I'm working on right now. Oh, hey, Press, you were talking the other day about you're going to be a little more organized in your stuff, and talk a little bit about that so I can understand, where you're going with your segment and stuff like that. You said you had a little something prepared or something. I don't know. What were you talking about?
Yeah, so let me get my notes up here real quick. So basically the gist of this is Twitch and YouTube and other streaming services don't allow you to play music that has copyright on it for obvious reasons. You have to find music that is either non-copyright or made by somebody who doesn't mind, or that you've made yourself in order to play it on your stream. So my kind of goal is to find music that doesn't have that kind of restriction on it, and that is actually the kind of music that I'd like to play on stream that doesn't have that restriction on it, or a way to bypass those restrictions in a way so that I could play those songs on stream the way I'd like to.
Okay. Yeah. I think I get where you're coming from. Yeah. We talked about that at great length a little bit, and how you mentioned 6 seconds and stuff like that.
Right. So the reason you can play your music on your guitar and with your own voice is because they're cover songs. They're songs done by you in your version. Yes, they are technically songs that belong to Johnny Cash or Elvis Presley, but because you are doing it by yourself, playing the instruments and singing the song, that's not technically copyright. That's a cover song. It isn't something that I can do with specifically EDM, electronic dance music, and its subgenres, because it's all electronically produced. I can't electronically reproduce these songs flawlessly every time on a live stream. But what I can do is I can attempt to find a way to stream those songs on Twitch. So there's a couple options already out there. I have them written down right here. We have YouTube Music Library. It's the YouTube Music Library is okay if you're doing anything other than electronic dance music. It doesn't really have a large selection for the type of music that I'm looking for. And the selection it does have, frankly, isn't the best. It's minimal and it's, what's the word? Just not good. And I feel kind of rude saying that, but it's the truth. I'm sorry. Another option I could go with is I could download royalty-free music from YouTube and play it on stream. But the problem with that is the storage space, first of all, to download that music, and the time that would take for me to put all that together beforehand versus just looking up a song and playing that song, because that's the song I want to play. I don't know if this is an actual option, but the third thing I had written down is a personal Spotify or Pandora account. If I were to play music from a personal Spotify or Pandora account, would that work? Would I get copyrighted by Twitch, or would I not? Because it's technically from a paid service that I'm using.
Is there like a resource library or something you can reach out and say, hey, you know, these are some things we're doing right here. Got a live stream show. I want to highlight these things. What's the legalities? You know, is there, I'm sure that frequently asked questions or support people. Is there something available?
I'm sure there is, but it's probably also detailed in Twitch's and YouTube's terms of service. And user policy and that sort of thing. So I'm sure 5-10 minutes of research could.
Yeah, we'll look into that. I know I've been keeping your time busy with making sure the tech is correct. And for all of you who don't know me, and for those of you who do, you know that if I want something done right or a certain way, I want it done that way sometimes. And so Preston's been real patient with me and helping me learn and been working hard. But hey, I want to give a shout out to my man Paul, Vape Crazy and Bountiful in the Salt Lake area. He's on right now, and I appreciate him. Paul, a good guy. One of those guys that always keep you laughing, always keep you working, but he's a hard-working man. If you're a vapor, make sure you check out Vape Crazy or Vape Craziness, or I think it's Vape Crazy, though. Vape Crazy, my man Paul. But, hey, let's. I want to finish out one more. What's that?
I think this one's the theme song. Basement.
This is America. Horse with no name. Well, the chords matter, but the words don't. Something like that. On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There were sand and hills and rain. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz in the sky. No clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry and the air was full of sound. I've been to the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to get out of the rain. The desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one gonna give me no name. La 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 la. After 2 days in the desert sun, my skin began to turn red. sad to think it was dead. You see, I've been to the desert on a horse with no name. Felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no name. La 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 la. After 9 days, I let the horse run free, 'cause the desert had turned to sea. And there were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hill and rays. You see, the ocean is the desert with this life underground and the perfect disguise above. Under the city lies a heart made of ground, but the humans will give no love. You see, I've been to the desert on a horse with no name. Felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no name. La 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 la. Well, like they say, all good things got to come to an end. So should this song, but now often, Preston, I'll be playing this song around the campfire, and I've probably had a couple too many, and forget the words, so I start making stuff up. Joe the other day was like, he came by and he started saying all the stuff that I was saying, and it was kind of funny, but anyways, want to thank everybody for being on today's episode of The Basement. Looking forward to seeing everyone again next week. Thank you, Brittany, for being here. Thank you, Polly, taking time out from work. Thank you to everybody else who isn't there and I can't see who you are. But most importantly, I want to thank the Lady Kel for being supportive, for being the executive producer, being the greatest mom, and the best wife. La 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 la. Yeah, again, everybody, I appreciate everyone being here. It's been another good show. We will see you Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks, Preston. I'm Ken Teasdale with my man Preston. Appreciate you being here on this episode of The Basement.